Evening.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. So I think this Wednesday session is always about query and questions. So I'll wait for the questions. Yeah, I think Avinash has raised. Avinash, yes.
Yes, sir. So I have a doubt. I have finished the project,
Mm-hmm.
and I also tested in my end. But I have a question.
Okay.
In the project URL, like in the project web page, we have three uh, types. Like first one is for student, and the second one the instructor will test the student project, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have also created the exact scenario which you guys will be testing.
Okay.
So in the GitHub repo, do I have to also push that code?
No, no, no.
Or-
So the evaluation is for your testing. So basically, we would expect you to have like the initial Google form which you have, which requests for the API of the application. I mean the API endpoint and the secret code, and as well as the GitHub page URL.
okay, so the secret code in the sense the the private code which we are going to enter in the Hugging Face.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, so in my GitHub repo, the student application, the only student application will be there, nothing
Correct.
else.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, so
Evaluation.
and I do also have another question, sir.
Okay. So before that, anything mentioned as evaluator, which instructors will be doing, that is basically what we do. Like, as an evaluation step, we would be sending a request to create, I mean, to the application to create a static web page, which will be round one, and then the round two will be like further updating changes to the static web page on round two. So these are the two things. Now, this is how the evaluation is done. But however, you have to do that for your testing, for testing purpose. Like when you
Uh, yes, sir. So in the web page, I have seen like we have the uh, YAML file, so
Mhm,
which will be sent from the evaluation server,
mhm,
and it will later convert to the it will later processed in my application, and the application will generate JSON, which will be sent to the ng
mhm,
to evaluate
mhm,
in my end. So that JSON will have my repo as well as my deployment page for both round one and round two.
mhm.
But the reason is I couldn't evaluate properly, like mentioned in the web page, right? So after deploying both the rounds, my application is not getting passed for like out of five, I'm getting like three passes and two fails.
Okay. Do you
Based
have a specific error which you are getting along when you do? I mean, is there a application log that you have storing somewhere?
No, sir, but I can generate now
Hmm.
to show that to you. So is that okay?
Can you? Okay. So my suggestion is, can you add logs to the specific application? So in LLM you can add it out, mentioning that write a log for each and every step that is happening. And then can you wait around? We'll go through the questions and then we'll come back to you once.
Yes, sir. But instead, I can show the log directly in the Hugging Face itself.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure, sir. I will just start my end and then if it works.
Sir,
So, so
hello, sir.
meanwhile, please uh, move forward to another one, sir.
Sure. Okay. I'll go to Shubham.
Yes, sir. So, good evening, sir. So, basically, like, I have a doubt. I have posted in the Discord also. Like, first IITM will send a round one, then of the same task, it will send the round two, not another task, right?
That is correct. This is
Yeah, because
single task. This is for a single task.
yeah,
So
yeah, single task only.
each task will have two rounds, round one and round
Yeah,
two. So for
yeah,
evaluation, as per the project statement, if you see the problem statement, we might be sending two to three tasks. That's what mentioned. A max of three tasks is what
yeah.
mentioned, right?
But round only two, right? Round only two.
Yeah, round only two. Each task will have two rounds.
Yeah, and coming to the evaluation parts, I have not manually set up that evaluation on PYs or something like else, what I do is, like after the pages are generated there, like for example in the project space there was a like the JavaScript area. So what I do, I go to the console and type and paste there, so it gives me true and false and something like that. So will it be okay for my manual checking purposes?
Okay, can you repeat that again? So when you mentioned, yeah.
Like how do I evaluate, like for example in the in the JSON that the IITM will send, it will consist of many checks. So what I do, the checks, I, for example there was a like JavaScript code was there. So what I did, after the pages were deployed, I used that code and pasted in the console, and it gave me true things, like true values. So will it be like I am doing it as part of my evaluation? So will that work? Like work in the sense as evaluation part, will that work?
Ideally, any update that is requested from the round two, like the JSON request, that should work out in the application. That's the
Yeah,
ultimate.
the checks are mentioned over there. I am just checking that only. The title name is either set to that or that, something like this.
Okay.
But
Uh,
I am, yeah, manually checking, not with the any script, or because I do not know how to set it up, but I am checking it manually.
no, when you say change manually,
No,
I
I
don't.
am checking it
Okay,
manually.
checking it manually. Okay, that should
Yeah,
be okay. I don't think that is fine. So, see, the request here is applications. Round one is building the application, round two is updating the application. So from an evaluation perspective, we have mentioned like how the evaluation happens. Now you can check that out by creating that application and then pushing the request again, JSON request, and then see whether the application is updated. I think that should be sufficient. If the application is updating, that is fine. However,
yeah.
my suggestion is check for all the corner cases. That's the only thing which I would suggest you. The challenge with manual verification is still you can do it like multiple error or multiple trial and error, but eventually look for corner cases and see like, whether it is able to achieve all the like random cases that you are able to solve. Check for some
Yes,
standard error handling. So error handling, uh, check out for some standard error handling with respect to authentication, validation,
yeah.
or see
Okay.
whether there is any sleep function that has to be added for waiting. So exception logging. Check that out. Uh,
Yes, sir. Like I have done everything, and I have also submitted that Google form also. So today
okay.
a message came. Today a message came telling that we will be doing a demo trial or something like XYZ like that. So they will be performing today. Like, do I need to do anything? Like from my end, I do need. Like, do I need to do anything? Any part or something?
No, no,
They
no.
have not mentioned that.
No, no, nothing else. So the only thing is we wanted to have couple of, I mean, based on the submissions that is already done, we want to test few submissions for our automated evaluation, and that's why we have been requesting that whether you are complying with it. So the only thing is your tokens would be used. So since the
Yeah.
request is going to be raised, obviously the tokens would be used. So that is the only thing. We just want to get your consent before the we raise up any evaluation.
Sir, where
Like
do we
sir,
submit the Google form, sir?
Sorry.
Where do we submit the Google form?
it's there in the website,
For the
the
project,
TDS
yes. For
website.
project, you have it in the project page itself. There is something
Yeah.
called evaluate. Under evaluate section, we have the
Publish Google form. Yeah.
publish Google form. There is a hyperlink, and you can click that so that you can send out all the necessary details.
Sir, what is the agenda for today's class?
No, there is no. This is not a learning session. This is more like a query solving session. If you have any questions, any queries, anything which you want to get clarified, that's the uh, that's the agenda of this discussion. On the other hand, if you're looking for project specific, I think most of the sessions are already done and completed by the team. And to be clear, the sessions on 4th, 5th, and 12th October. These are the major sessions where you can uh, see how to build the project or evaluate the project from scratch.
4th, 12th, 4th, 5th, and 12th October.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So one more question, like on this, like what the task I am giving to the LLM, it is like it is doing what I can see on my part. It is doing the things that I have instructed him to do, and it does well. So I think you are talking about that corner cases only, right? You, according to you, the corner cases means that, like, I want to know that.
Yeah. Corner case is basically testing out whether the application is able to update. And let's
Yeah,
say
all the instruction that I have provided, right?
that is fine. Yeah, that is a corner case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. And
Okay.
one more thing, that like tomorrow will be the AI pipe token will refresh, right? Because I have 75 by 100. I have used 75% of that.
Yeah, every week it's a reconciliation, and not sure if it is on Friday, but
Like like my case is showing 6 days, and I think
okay.
tomorrow will be the seventh day. Like
Okay.
maybe.
I think eventually
Yes.
once in 7 days. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, once in 7 days, a token gets refreshed and reconciled.
Okay.
So it should be, yeah, this should
Yeah.
be
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We'll move on to Ghana KV.
Yes, sir. Yeah. One first thing is, I many times posted in discourse that my graded assignment deadline is showing like wrong. It is showing now. See, 19th October, 11:29 a.m. Uh,
Yeah,
Even graded one, graded assignment one, two, also three. Everything has same issue.
1 second. So the graded assignment, if you see submission date, GA1 and GA2 are 5th October,
Yeah.
GA3 is 12th, and P1 is 17th, coming Friday, and GA4 is 19th October.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is 11:29 a.m. It is showing, means 12 hours before.
Oh, by any chance, are you in the operating out of Indian Standard Time or some other standard time?
Indian Standard Time, means in my laptop now it time is showing 9:14 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, date also same, 15th October.
Okay. So 1 second. GA4. Let me see what.
Even I am seeing in the calendar also, means IITM calendar. Now, yeah, now I think it is showing 9 to 10 p.m. only. So earlier, some time back, I saw that as 3 to 4 p.m., something like that. I don't know why it's.
No, so this is basically set up based on each individual time zones. So unless until you are in a different time zone,
No, I'm like same time zone only. I am there.
yeah. So this is 11:59. So if let's say GA4 right now, if you log into GA4, it
Yeah,
should be giving you Sunday 19th October 2025, 11:59 p.m. IST.
11:29 a.m.
11:29 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you have posted this in discourse because.
Yes.
Mm, okay. Yeah.
So can she log in from any other system and check maybe she gets a different time zone?
Yeah. Only.
See, in
Well,
my laptop time zone, time is correct. Like 9:15, it's showing.
Did you check it from your mobile? Maybe it will show a different time. If the graded assignment shows a different deadline, maybe then it might be a laptop issue or time zone issue.
Yeah, I mean,
So that makes sense. So essentially, I doubt that. So right now it's 9:13, 9:13 p.m. is the exact IST time.
current time, right?
If it is showing 9:15, I mean maybe it's switched out to a different. I'm not sure. I mean I don't see that it different ISTs. It cannot be a different time zone. The time zone I don't see a challenge, but the clock or something which you have currently in your system might be a challenge. Can you check that out in a mobile or any other system?
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can check and come back. Meanwhile,
Sir, one more question is like this related to project.
yeah.
So I have built the app that then I tried that evaluation. So when I am evaluating, it is giving like a status accepted. It is coming, but the
Okay.
next error is coming. Command. command failed GH API repos that there is some issue in the repos, but like when I am checking in the GitHub, it is showing built and deployed. It is live page.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, can you repeat that? So when you are in round one, when
Yeah.
you raise up the JSON request
Yes.
submission, it's saying that the repository is
Status accepted.
okay.
But
200 there. Yeah.
yeah, then error, it is just below that error, it is showing command failed.
Okay. And uh, command failed. And what was the specific? Is there any other additional details that come with the log?
Yeah, shall I show my screen?
Okay. Have you added this to the discourse post?
No, means it is now only I'm finding. I'm trying last 2 hours this issue.
Okay.
Yeah, one
Sir, I
minute.
think for me as well, deployment after deploying on a certain
Are you able
platform,
to
that
see, sir?
is becoming an issue. So could you please suggest a platform? I tried Vercel. On my local system, the app worked. I tried it 3 times. All the status codes were 2, not 1.
Okay.
But while I deployed it on Vercel, it started throwing errors, like multiple errors. Then I had to, like, because I think some Git dependency was there and things like that. So could you suggest a platform to like deploy fast APIs quickly?
Sure. Hugging Face is what we have recommended as well as in the project page itself. So basically, Hugging Face based deployment.
Okay, I'm trying Railway right now. If
Okay.
that doesn't work, then I'll try Hugging Face.
Okay. Yeah. Coming back to Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Command failed. Okay, repose. Let's see. Start. So this says that page is not found. So basically, you have the HTTP4 error, standard error. Okay, were you able to open up the static page, the captcha solver? No.
Means GitHub page you are asking?
Yeah, yes, the page. So
Yes. 1 minute. I'll share that, but I'm not sure that is okay or not. 1 minute. 1 minute. You are able to see, sir?
yeah, this is the GitHub repo. So
Yeah.
can so this is index.
Go to settings and pages, and then
Hmm?
go to pages.
Pages.
Settings. Click on settings and then pages.
Okay. 1 minute.
Okay, on the left, yeah, you will see pages. Click on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not deployed.
But
So that is why you are getting 404
no,
error.
but I did that. But again, and means every time I am doing the same thing.
It's
I
taking
have
manual feeding.
actually I have
Huh?
same problem. What
Yeah.
we have to do is this branch we have to make it main and then root and save. After that
But
it is coming. After that, sometime if you make it main, okay, for you master, and
yeah.
you make it root and save, after some time you refresh, the page will come. But my problem is every time we run this, we need to do it manually. We cannot make this automatic or any global setting available in GitHub.
I was facing the same issue, Karthikeyan, a few days ago. I had posted it on Discourse, and they had somebody had helped me, or even I finally took the help from GPT, and it gave me a code which does automatic deployment. like it automatically routes your deploys your pages. The branch automatically changes to master. So you
Yeah,
do not
but
need
I
manual
tried that
intervention every
also.
time.
It's not working.
Maybe sir could help.
Okay. Okay. So going back.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the challenge is exactly what was mentioned here. Like the pages are not deployed, and that's the reason you are having a challenge on finding out the.
Now you can see page build and deployment, right? But again, the same issue will come. If I am running, it's
Okay, you should be able to deploy and build the GitHub pages directly via code
master.
blocks. Yes, through GitHub.
I tried that, but it's not working somehow. Yeah. Okay, let me try
Mhm.
again. Otherwise, it is fine, right? Everything.
No, essentially, if only if you have the page, then we can go for the round two, right? So based on round one is essentially.
No, once see, we will come and do it. See, when you do it, we will come and maybe if you give specified time, we can do it manually. Because I checked with Gemini. Gemini is telling it has to be done manually. That's what it is telling.
Not
So
the
for all my testing, whenever I send the JSON, it will create the repo will be created, but the pages I am doing it manually. This main and then the save, main root save. I am doing it manually. This is one of my question actually for today.
no, there are ways by which you will be able to change this automatically from changing the branch. So there are ways by which you can change it. I don't think it's an impossible task, and I believe some of them have already done it. And in the discourse, I think there is, if I'm not wrong, Jivraj would have posted on how we could do it, or would guided you on how this can be done.
But now I manually did, right? So it should work, no?
No, that. So how? So let's say we are
No,
evaluating.
first question is can it be set globally in the GitHub in our account? Can it be done globally, or it has to be done only using code? This is the first question.
Okay, this has to be done using code, so that it's
Only
easy.
code. Globally, there is a setting we enable in our GitHub account. Any repo coming, make it main and root. It cannot be set one time on our GitHub account. Any
I
repo coming, make
don't.
it main and this,
I don't
so
think
that
so.
we avoid coding.
Let me see whether there is some kind
If
of.
it is there, no, that is easier, right?
Even I am not sure about it, but let me see. Let's see Chat GPT and see how that works. But I am not sure that will help you on a longer run. So maybe just for evaluation, you are thinking like a temporary.
Just okay. We will do maybe second project. We will do second project. We will try to learn. But this is
Yeah, yeah.
number one, right? We are all new.
Mm.
I mean, some people will be able to do, of course. Some people will be for this. It will be a cakewalk. They would have finished in one day. Yes, not all.
Checking. So I think from the settings, yeah, I think ChatGPT says that there is a way by which you can have settings. No, this is basically for an individual.
You're sharing your screen, by the way.
Not sharing the screen.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. It is available for as a universal setting. It is a setting that is available for individual repo.
Sir, individual repo also means, is there any possibility to like from master to main change like that?
That is there. Just give me 1 second. See, how are we actually creating the GitHub repos? So, what functions are we using? I mean, any right now to create the repo, what is the library which you're using? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think Karthikeyan, you also had the same problem, right? So,
Yeah, I'm just looking at my Git. I made something called a GitHub Manager class. Not I,
okay,
Gemini made for me.
okay.
And then in that, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Creates the public repository commit. Okay, 1 second. User create repo. User.create_repo. This is what I'm doing. If it is not there, it will create, otherwise exception.
So, when you define the class as user, that would refer it from a specific library, right? Let's say if if user.create_repo is a function, user is basically a class which is defined. So, user will use it from a defined class, which might be something like a GitHub or might be something like some other. Do you have the are you using like a GitHub library for this purpose?
Hi, sir. We
Yeah,
can
GitHub,
use.
of course. I'm using GitHub, import GitHub exception. These two I'm using.
Okay.
From GitHub, I imported GitHub and then GitHub exception. These two I'm.
So in the GitHub, there is another section which is authentication. You can check out authentication library, like auth library from GitHub, and that would help you in defining or enabling GitHub pages.
A repo.update file and exception. A repo.create file. Repo.create file. Create_file.
No, that I understand. Create file. So
That's
for enabling GitHub pages, I would suggest go with auth function and with the GitHub pages, GitHub library. There is definite way by which you can enable the GitHub pages. There is.
So what I'm doing is try repo.edit default_branch equal to main. Print set default branch to main to activate page. I am trying this.
Does it work?
This is I do not know. This is not happening. Warning: could not set the default branch to main. This is being done. I'm trying. There is a try I'm doing. Repo.edit default_branch equal to main. This is already in the code. Print set default branch to main to activate page. This is what I'm printing. Otherwise, exception as E warning could not set default branch to main. Page might not activate immediately. So this is what is coming. Then Gemini is telling you have to do it manually. I will give that also. This we will learn this in the later phase.
So I
We
think
still
one
have
of
some
small,
period of 3 months.
See, the challenge here is I'll tell you. So right now you can say that we can enable it whenever the request is raised, but we have to run evaluations for 1,000 students, and this will be like a specific evaluation loop that is running on. So not sure, like for every round one, round two, we'll keep you active and then ask you to do. So I mean that
No,
fail.
that is why I asked this first question, right? Is there any global setting in this one which is not available? Is it?
There is no global setting because it's specific for the repo, but there is the
No,
function.
specific for the repo. If it is global, any repo is created, make it main, and then this is what I was just, if this in the settings there is something like that is there. If we know, we will enable it so that any repo get created, it will automatically go.
Even I haven't come across that specific settings in GitHub, so I don't have like even I checked
Okay.
with ChatGPT. That's not that
Okay.
what I said. So this is specific to the individual repository that we are talking about. So okay,
Sir, one small suggestion.
Sir, we can use GitHub library to entirely automate the.
that's exactly what I was saying. GitHub library has all the necessary details for you to do this authentication. We do our testing and then we have the application built. And I mean, basically, when we say evaluation, we again build this entirely before we provide clarity, right? So it is possible from GitHub. That's what we are seeing here.
Yes, and I
One small
think.
suggestion, sir. On 4th of October, the class which sir had conducted, in that he has very beautifully taught us how to deploy the pages on GitHub, and it is working.
And one quick thing. So from the playlists, are you able to see the fourth, fifth, and 12th sessions? YouTube.
Fourth and fifth
You're
is visible,
asking.
but 12th we can't see. I can't see this.
No, I see Ashish Kumar has asked that upload the document, upload the recording. But I believe all the sessions have already been uploaded. Yeah, project one session, I can see that this is there. I think the link is there. So,
Last 2-3 sessions are not in YouTube, sir. We could only see the thread.
okay.
Actually, I have see there is something also written. We skip the explicit API call for page configuration, get underscore pages and enable underscore pages, because the current Pi GitHub version is incompatible.
One quick thing, Karthikeyan. So, we're able to run down through the entire process of what was discussed on 4th October. Jivraj, I think Jivraj was mentioning about the GitHub page creation. We're able to run down through the entire process and then still you're facing a challenge?
I did not go through. I did not attend because
No,
I was having some other challenge. I need to look into that. But I just want this confirmation. My question is different.
Here is
Pi GitHub version is incompatible means
no, that
because
doesn't. No, it doesn't mean that it's incompatible. It's not a deprecated version. It's not a deprecated version. It serves a purpose for what we are trying to do here. Whatever is limited to the scope of the project, the GitHub library is sufficient enough to do it. So I suggest you that Ashish has shared the YouTube link on first session for the project. Please go through that. You will be able to see how GitHub pages can be generated. If you still have a challenge, please raise it up in discourse so that we'll know exactly what. I have seen the code issues here, but based on that walkthrough, like how we have given a walkthrough on how to create the repo, create the GitHub pages, so that should help you a lot. Please go through that, and still, if you have a problem, please come raise it up with in the discourse. We'll be able to check specifically what the error is for you.
Hi, sir. And sir, as discussed at first, I have established the repo as well as deploy the same. Could we please check on that?
Sorry, what was it?
Yeah, I'm Avinash. I discussed about the issue, right? At
Correct.
the beginning of the call.
Yes, Avinash, yes.
Yeah. So, can I share my screen or?
Sure. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Not yet.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have ran the both round 1 and round 2,
Mhm.
and I'm confused. Like this is what they have mentioned sorry. Okay, so this is what they have mentioned
Mhm.
in our website. Like this
Test
is how,
template.
yeah, this is how the test template will be like. So my question is, in the same. Okay, so this is the one. So the request has to be sent like this, but in instructor end they will send like in this template.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so based on this template, my application will generate JSON automatically within itself to make sure it processes to everything,
Mhm.
and then it will generate an output which will look like this, right?
Okay. Yes, this is correct.
Okay. So this is the round one, and this is for round two.
Mhm.
And based on this, my deployment page, for example, this is the page URL for my round two,
Mhm.
which will be deployed. And then if I run it, so this is the
Source.
task,
Okay.
and this is what the expected, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So uh, my question is that if I run the evaluate, like as mentioned in the project website,
Uh-huh.
if you guys are going to run the evaluate function, right? So if I run the evaluate function, it will check with my, yeah. Okay. So think, yeah. Okay. So it's evaluating. Okay. So you can see here, it will check all, like whether I have the MIT license as well as the EMI is, yeah. So MIT license found for pass, EMI quality pass, and then the remaining task, which is like this checks JS, it will fail. Like if I have three, let's say if I have three, out of three, two will pass or one will pass. It depends upon, like, for let's say now two is passed and one is failed for round one,
Mhm.
and for round two the MIT lessons passed. So I don't know why Gates fails.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mentioned. Can you add the log for each and every uh, process that is run by the application? So that's exactly what I mentioned about adding logs.
Okay,
Any
So,
log?
so
may I know how did he define the evaluation script?
sorry, I cannot I cannot say that. Well, uh, can I share about it, or because this is going to be an individual project, right?
This would be an individual project. That's true.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I cannot, but I can help you if anyone wants. So like you can contact me.
Did you use the website, the project website only?
Yeah, I use only the project website, and yeah, I'll just show the uh
So
Project one
yeah,
is open already.
so I think for collaborations, I think I would recommend you to collaborate outside the discussion here. I mean, you
sure.
can collaborate always. That is not a challenge. I do not request anybody to share the specific code, but still you can collaborate and work together. So I mean, that's the key. Collaboration and using ChatGPT, that saves the purpose. We don't want anybody to reinvent the wheel, but make sure that,
But
yeah, so that you
yes, sir.
learn together as, and provided whether you, like how you want to. So Avinash, coming back to your question, can you add logs to the specific runs? So the check one fail.
Yes, sir. So regarding the log, so where will I, this submit the logs? Because I'm not going to. Should I have that log into the report itself, or
Yeah, so two things here. Maybe so while testing, did you have like a remote test versus local test?
this is a remote tester? My entire project is in the hacking phase, and
Okay.
I'm using Docker. So this is my remote server, which is in my end to evaluate, as mentioned in the project
No, no, no,
website.
no, I understand. I understand. I mean, one way I thought was to extend this from remote to local and then try with local and see if that's working from a script perspective.
Uh,
Mm.
yes, I can do that, but I have to. I have to
Let's not
redo things.
reinvent much things. So maybe from the LLM prompts which you put, you can also mention that add the log and save the log somewhere. So that
Yeah, sure. I think I can change the code in
Yep.
GitHub Handler,
From
but
the GitHub repo, you can, I mean, from the prompt, you can also add one more in the repo. You can have one specific file that says like a log text or something. So check out with ChatGPT and see how you can revise the prompt to have a log. This for testing purpose. So of course, your current version seems to work for a few cases and still misses. My suggestion is add that specific detail and see whether or what is getting logged in, like what exception throws out. And if you can post that in discourse, we'll further run down through what the specific error is.
yes, sir. So okay. So thank you very much. But I also have another question.
Mhm.
Let's say if in instruction side, in evaluation side, this is what the instructor is going to give to my application, and then my application processes it, like gone through round 1 and round 2. Will they also do round 3?
No, there is only round 1 and round 2. Round 1 and
Okay,
round
so
2 for the same task. There
yes,
could be multiple tasks. So
yes,
each task is having only 2 rounds.
yes, sir. The thing is that, okay, so I'll just show it here. Okay, so the thing is that I have created this program in a way that it will automatically generate. Let's say, for example, if I run a code of block, which is this. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, no, this is the one. Oh, yeah, this is the one. So this is what they have killed the template, right? So if the ID is it's the same, I will use the special function to generate a random number here, as mentioned here. So each time, if it like my last round, unless it got excited. So let's say, for example, here, as you can see, I've run the first one, and then right after it, first round 2. So my question is that while evaluating, will the instructor run round 1 and round 2 continuously, or will they change the template? Let's say, for example, this is the first one, this is the first template, so they're going to run the round 1 for this, and then they will change the template. Again, they will run the round 1, so which will create two GitHub repo according to my application, but it will not again go through the round 2, even if they want to, because my application repo will be generated based on the unique number every time, if unless it is continuously executed, like round 1 and round 2, and then again a new template, round 1 and round 2. They cannot jumble. I have asked this question while they were briefing in the about the project, and but Sar said that we will not be shuffling up. We will execute one round after the other.
That is the process. Yeah, we'll be running one task. Once the task is complete, then we will be sending out the next task. I don't think it will be jumbled. In your case, even if that is done, so the challenge here is it cannot asynchronously run or two different repos at the same time. That's the challenge, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, understood. I don't think that case is will be coming up. It's like single task, round 1, round 2, then move on to the next task.
Okay, so which means I have almost completed the project. Only I have to make
So my
sure.
suggestion is add logs and then share the log details to the discourse so that we can test out specifically if that's a different use case that we are seeing in your case.
Yeah, sure, sir. I haven't used Discourse yet. I have to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sir. Or else I can share the log here. Could you please check? Is that possible?
Can you send it to?
Sorry, I haven't shared that yet. I'll just share that alone. So this is the log.
No, do not share the log here. So send an email.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, sir.
So
So
one question regarding the project statement itself. Um, so we are going to fill the Google form that is for round one, and for round two there will be another Google form, or like how does that work? Can you like walk us through the flow?
Okay, couple of things. So, have you gone through the videos earlier on explaining how to what the project is, how you build the project? Because the worry is, I'll tell you, the challenge here is unless you go through these different set of uh, videos, you won't be able to work down.
So
So
there was only one video session for project, right?
there are 3 sessions: fourth, fifth, and 12th.
Fourth, fifth, and
Okay.
12th.
Now
Okay.
coming back, this specific form, if you open up a form, it will be requesting you the URL of the API,
Mm-hmm.
a secret value, and then the GitHub homepage URL of
Mm-hmm.
the repo. So
You are sharing something or
no, no,
okay.
I'm just mentioning that like what would be, you can, if you open up a form, you can see that these are the 3 things that you'll be able to see in the form. You just have to enter the endpoint and the secret code. Based
Yes.
on your endpoint and secret code, the application should generate a GitHub page.
Yes.
That
That
should
I
be the
understand.
static page. That is round one. Round two is again there will be a post request which will basically, I mean, from the initial segment itself, you'll have like round one and round two, the briefs. So the round two will basically make a modification to that same task and then modify or make a change to the application. So revised application, and this revised application will host and that will be visible from the revised page. Like the commit will happen. So
So,
this is
sir,
the application.
yes, this I understand. So in terms of like us submitting the project, for both the rounds, we have to submit the code one endpoint only, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
For both the codes, I mean, it means that there is one endpoint for all the tasks. 3 different, whatever task is given to that endpoint, it should be able to produce and modify for both round one, round two, modify for round two, whatever task that is given.
Understood.
Okay. Now
hi, sir.
no,
So
no,
the sessions you mentioned were 4th, 5th, and 12th.
correct.
Okay.
Sir, I have also I want one other doubt.
No, is this Avinash?
Yes, sir. It is regarding the I'm using Gemini API. Is that okay?
I don't see. I mean, one of the challenges which we had with the previous term project is essentially the API rate limit that was introduced by Gemini API. So my our suggestion is go ahead with the AA pipe code which we have recommended, because at any point of time we will be able to. I mean, that's our responsibility. Let's say if you are getting your tokens depleted or if there's a challenge, we can always rely on or come back because we have control on that. One biggest challenge which we have with the previous term is everybody started building the application with Gemini API, but Gemini has revised their rate limit, and then also the I mean the API they just revised the API rate limit, and eventually everyone who are able to test and evaluate their project, but after submission, since the Gemini API revised the limit, the project was not. I mean, they were not able to work on the project, and the project didn't execute or was not able to generate application or whatever the purpose of the scope of the project. So that was a challenge which we had in the previous term. So our recommendation is stick to the standards which we have mentioned, because anything outside that standard we may not be able to guarantee you at the end of the day. So anything within that scope, you can always come back and then we can cross evaluate where the problem or issue is. For other LLMs, it's at your own risk. If there is a change that happens, let's say you are submitting now on 17th and there is a revision of API or Gemini recommendations and configurations later, and that is affecting your project evaluation, we will not be able to help you on that.
Oh, okay, sir. So, what is your recommendation to use?
AI pipe. So I mean, the project one, you can see that it's AI pipe, Hugging Face.
Yes, sir. I'm using Hugging Face, but I'm not using Hugging Face API.
No, AI pipe based
Uh,
endpoint. I mean, AI pipe based token.
So even for AI pipe, I had like 100 cents. Now I have only 64 cents. So will it
It'll
be enough?
1 second. It'll get replenished every 7 days.
7 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop here because I've seen few people raise their hands. I think I'll move to Aviral Chaudhary. If there is anything else, we'll come back again little later. Yeah. Aviral Chaudhary. Okay. Is Aviral okay? Moving to Tejaswini Nayak.
Question regarding the project. So, uh, in the project for a particular task, we have round one and round two. So, let's say if for round one the task is let's say captcha server. So, for round two, will it be the same or different?
It will be the same modification or update that has to happen within the same task.
I'm keeping the task as a unique identifier for the round one and round two of the particular task. So is that
Excuse me, sir.
fine?
That should be okay.
Then for round two, it won't be able to, in my code, it won't be able to identify that the round one repo. So the same repository to update in round two.
No, no. How is I mean, so you have taken task as a unique ID. So for the unique ID, you will have one repo that is generated, and that will be the repo that is will be used for the round two as well, right?
Yes, so in the task will be same in both the cases, right?
See, okay. So when you say task, so let's say if you go back to the project page, you have sample task templates. In that, let's say sum of sales is one task. So you'll have round one where the brief is basically publish a single page site that fetch data CSV, then you'll have attachment. Then round two is basically again add a bootstrap table. So this is what uh, single task is. So the again another task might be markdown to HTML. Another task might be GitHub user creation.
The doubt is that if I have a task, let's say you said sum of sales. So for that particular task, I have created a repo in round one, and then when I will run round two, so what will be the unique identifier that will help in round one to update the same repo that I have created in round one?
It is referencing the same when it's a one single entire request that has been pushed. So I don't clearly get the question here. Again, if have you watched through our record? I mean, our videos where we have explained like round one, round two, how the executions happen. Not,
Yes, sir, I have asked before, and sir told something like task ID, but it was little confusing, so that's why I want to be clear. Like right now, if the task is, let's say, sum of sales, so uh, my code will run round one and create the application, and then I am storing it as a unique identifier, the name of the task, and then in round two, it will remember that and update the same repo.
that
So
will
is this
remember the
correct?
task. Yes, remember the task and then update the specific brief. I mean, update the brief from the round two.
The error. So
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Aviral.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
here. Yeah. Last time, I was mute, so yeah.
1 second, Aviral. So Tejasvi, that's it, right? So can we move on to Aviral?
last question, that in every task, round one and round two will be run sequentially, right? So I don't need to add any checks for that.
That is correct.
So
Yeah. Moving on to Aviral. Yes, Aviral.
Yeah. So most of the questions I have been cleared due to some other students also asked the same question. Just a little question, regarding deployment. So we have GitHub pages, right, for static deployment, especially for round one, right? So and for second, for updation, you will update the things. So for that, we're gonna use Hugging Face, or what we're gonna use, Wurzel, or like.
No. So when you said, I mean, the endpoint which is built will be in Hugging Face, and that will create GitHub pages. So
Okay.
essentially, you're using the same deployment for round one to create GitHub pages, and the same deployment to update the GitHub repo that is created, and then so that it can be visualized in the static web page. So this is the crux. So I don't get, like, when you said one is in Vercel and one in the other.
Okay. And second thing is, let's suppose my tests and all are working, but you will give the prompt and your time, the AI will generate some other response. If it's not working like then, what will happen? The same will that work for me?
Okay. So ideally, this should work. I mean, that's the reason we would say extensive testing. So you can, if let's say you have the code ready, you have deployed it. Now I would say try to create like sample test templates which is generated in the project. Create something on your own and see whether that is applicable, whether that is working out. So this even I mentioned this in the previous Wednesday call. Create sample templates and test the application so that you are able to go through all the corner cases.
Okay. And last thing, I just want to know, like, we know that the deadline is 17th. So as I'm like pretty busy in four courses plus extra stuff. So like, will I be able to complete in last time? Because I've already created ChatGPT clone and these type of things using ChatGPT, Gemini API, OpenAI API and all. So I have experience in these things. So will I be able to complete in within a day or something, like
That is
within
true.
some hours?
So it is possible if you have, like, if you know the concepts.
Huh.
See the here the I mean, going back, I would say the challenge here is on making sure that the code is able to run down through different sequences.
Okay.
GitHub authentication, creating GitHub pages, enabling the GitHub pages, then ensuring that the API is hosted and you are able to retrieve, and I mean the networking concept between API. So the idea here is, see, from a theoretical perspective, from a learning perspective, you can know all the bits and pieces.
Huh.
You might find a challenge only when you build and deploy. You will understand where there's a hindrance, and then you have to figure out how that hindrance can be solved. So that's how. If you ask me whether I can build the code, you can build the code in half an hour, which I would say with use of ChatGPT, you can
Okay.
set the code ready. Now building the blocks together, you might face challenges. That challenges you have to be able to solve. And if you already have known the concepts better, it's easier for you to solve. If you're not aware of the concepts, you should be starting it earlier so that you have sufficient time to clear out your doubts. If you have some doubts, let's say, I would recommend again not to push it until the end of the day. Start immediately now. Try to deploy. See whether you can finish round one, or whether you're able to deploy the specific basic product, and whether you are able to see whether the code is working. If not, what is the challenge? Raise it out in discourse. Make sure that you are using this time to ensure that you are having no trouble. And biggest thing is, if you have not watched the YouTube videos, I say
I was there.
go back through the playlist videos.
I was there in the YouTube video, but I was not able to understand that, sir. I don't know, like they're not able to explain properly. So maybe that is it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said that I will face a challenge in logs, right? So will ChatGPT and all will help me in making.
See, if you're, I mean, the prompt building is what the largest challenge. So if you're able to build the prompt effectively, then I think you would have solved the problem. So that's an iterative process. You have to try out with one prompt whether that works. If not, okay, go to the next prompt, try it out. So it's a iterative process. So that might be the only thing which might be challenging. Apart from that, from a code perspective, I think any LLM should be able to help you.
Okay, sir. Thank you
But
very much.
start it early and start building the blocks. See, that's exactly what I said a week back, asking you to at least venture it. Do not wait until the last minute, because you may not be able to. Once you have all the blocks painted, if the blocks are not fitting up, then the entire project is failed.
Yes, sir.
Start
Exactly.
building a block. If you have troubles, raise it in discourse immediately, so that we'll be able to help.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Moving to Karthik again.
Thank you. Actually, I have a few questions. I'll start with the one which I received an email. I'm sharing my screen. One second. I just want to understand what is this email regarding. I received an email for submission troubleshooting on 20th. October. My screen is visible, right?
Yeah, this is basically on TDS exam portal. So, do you have challenges with GA1, GA2? Your scores doesn't match with the. Is there any such kind of a challenge which you have
Yes, exam portal. Okay.
understood?
For
I
that.
mean, if you already raised a challenge with your GA scores, then possibly this is a session where we wanted to test and see what the challenge is with your
Not
score.
for project, is it?
This is not for projects. Projects will close by 17th.
Okay. Say, for example, I need more time. How to request this one? Say, for example, I need 3 more days. How to request? Is there a process we have to request additional time for submission for students?
No. So, two things. The invitation, which is submission for troubleshooting, this is a specific.
No. Leave, this one is clear. This one is.
Hmm.
This is clear. This is only for the.
Okay.
This one, right? This is for GA. You said this is
Yes.
clear. Now, what I'm asking is there a process to request for additional time for project?
I don't think so. So I think the project release date was 26 September.
The release date is okay. No, that is date can be even last year.
Of course, see, it's you can.
There a process we have.
No, there is no
additional date.
I understood, Karthikeyan. So there is no specific portal to request. You can raise this as a part of discourse. You have already raised it here.
I raised here. The discourse is okay. I will try to raise it, but I'm raising it for a specific reason. This should be there should be a process in any learning or any project, right? This is learning we are doing, and this is a specifically project. So there should be a process for people to request, like we have to drop the course, right? We have drop course.
Correct.
Like there should be a process to ask for. Not everybody will be. People will be submitting. Nobody wants to, but some people want. There should be a process. That's what I'm requesting.
Totally understood. So
for me, 2-3 days to do a little bit more. So that's why I'm just asking this.
See, the one I'll tell you the statistics here. So let's say we have 1,000 students and each of them have a different request. We'll not be able to cater that with a different portal or a different setup. So we have one single portal and the evaluations are happening. So I mean, consider about evaluations that have to run at the back end. So we have to evaluate around 1,000 students on a every term basis. So we have like an extensive run that is planned for us. So ensure that the projects are running. To answer this, very simple. From the project one chat, you can raise it as a specific concern. But whether or how that will get considered or how we'll evaluate or how we can make it up, so that is a different request. This has to go through and every detail which we are putting here, right from submissions to release, everything is already worked out with the operations team. So any change to the submission, we again have to go for the
actually no, see, this is not the problem, right? This is a problem on the other side. There are problems on the submission side, right? There are two problems. One is from the students, one is from the evaluation part, right? So that problem should not restrict this. Yes, of course there is problem. I can understand that. There will be a real challenge if people try to or extend the deadline. That will be easier.
No, Karthikeyan, I don't get that the problem with evaluation.
Extending deadline, you will be having some other. There should, if there is a learning and there is a project, people should have basic platform to request for additional time. This is what I'm. This is not some
understood. I mean, right now, maybe So I understand this. We'll take that concern and maybe we'll try to figure out if that can be implemented either project 2 or next term, or we'll evaluate again with the cross team. That's an internal discussion which you have to keep. Meanwhile, for the specific queries with respect to project 1, even if that's an extension, we have only discourse at this point. We don't have a different way to raise this submission.
And then for me, this every task you said it is 2 rounds, right?
Correct.
And has to be, is it mandatory to update the same repo? We cannot generate a new repo?
No, we have the suggestion is to create new repo, unique repo. Do not have like same repo.
Okay, and I just And this corner case means what are corner cases?
Corner cases are something very basic like authentication error or validation. Let's say if what kind of output that API has to provide. One something which now if you have seen Avinash, I think I was showing up like it was testing for 2 or 3 occurrence. I mean, out of 3 occurrences, only 2 occurrences passed and the other occurrence failed. So that is exactly what we say corner cases. Test out all possible runs. Do not do one time test the code and think that the code will run, because there would be corner cases. That's what we mentioned about corner case.
And this Gemini API, this allowance, how to check the allowance of Gemini API? Because I'm the Gemini API only. I'm using Gemini API.
Please do not share the screen with the code. Okay.
How to check?
Yeah, my suggestion is if there is nothing to show, please first close off the screen share, because right now you have showed your API key, right? So it can, I mean, this is a recorded session. I think anybody can. So make sure that you change the API. That is one point. Now to check, I think you have to go to the billing sections in your Google account, Gemini account, and then see that.
Google account. Okay. Yeah, now I will just show all my repos are created like this. Okay. See, for me, these are all my repos. Say, for example, this calculator repo. So round 1 is this. Okay. When I go to round 1, I generated some simple things like this. I will just take few minutes only. I won't take much. This is the last point I just want to clarify. So round 1, it generated this, but I did this manually. So this I will fix it as per your suggestion. Okay. So I go to this. This we made a simple calculator. This is what is expected, right?
Correct.
So now, and then
yeah, round 2 is, let's say if I want to change this, add a few more details, then that's what round 2 is.
So round 2 also, say for example, round 2 1 is this, right? There will be a 2. Where is the 2? Yeah, this is round 2. Right? So it made some scripts and all this it is making. So this is round 2. I just made some additional enhancement with the division 0, something like that. Yeah. And then finally, this is my round 3. I made a bit more better. So in this, what is this? We need to send the evaluation, right? There is something called evaluation part. Just to move this, I'm getting some. Okay. See here, I'm getting this error warning. Other things are all okay. When I make, see, this is my round 3. The repository already exists. It updates that. This also I checked. Okay. This is earlier round 3. It does. But here also the same warning comes.
First thing, I think we'll have round 1 and round 2. I don't think we'll have round 3.
Yeah, round 2. Okay, I was just trying. I'm just testing, right?
So, yeah, understood. So being very clear, maybe whatever you mentioned as round 3 can be round 2. That is what the task here is.
Yeah, now, for every year I'm getting this. Okay, this URL generating, but it will not. If I click when it generated, no, it will not happen. I have to change that main and root. Then only it happens. But this evaluation URL, this is a requirement, right? Post to evaluation.
That is correct.
It is failing. How to test this? When I check with Gemini, Gemini is telling something. It will not happen, something like that. Because I will show my JSON. My JSON is like this. I'm giving this JSON. This is calculator round 3. This is all. This is what is the brief I'm giving, and then the evaluation URL. I'm giving it like this. How to give
so use a webhook.
What is it?
Hello, sir. Use a webhook for testing. Hello.
Yes. I'm hearing.
Yeah, use a webhook. It's a webhook, I think.
Bedhook.
Webhook.
Yeah.
Can you spell it?
WEB.
Webhook. Okay.
So,
Yes, sir.
Karthik,
I'm using
Place-
webhook here. Yes, I'm using some.
in 1 second. So I know that so the evaluation URL is how you do any updation to the script, and then you have to post the evaluation URL. So that's how it has to happen. I know that earlier when we discussed, you haven't walked through the videos which our TAs have mentioned you on how to create the project, right? Can you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
because it's not easy for us to explain like whatever they've explained in 3 days. That's not easy for me to explain in the immediate 5 minutes. So go through the videos, and then if you have still a problem, raise it up in discourse, because I have a couple of more questions to get answered. So my suggestion is, please go through the videos. You will know exactly what evaluation URL, how that has to be deployed. If you have still a problem, raise it up in discourse.
This evaluation URL is already there in the this 4, 5, and 12. That's what you are trying to say.
We have walked out. Yeah, we have walked through the evaluation URL. Yes.
Okay, once, because I'm testing this locally completely, my code is being tested locally. Now this Hugging Face, I need to take this code and then put it in the Hugging Face. That's what. So my testing, in principle, it is okay. Whatever code, these are all the main things I did. The manager, GitHub, and then LLM, and this is my main. These are all the main things. My environment, and then I think that's it. Only 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
In principle, this is okay, right?
In principle, the remote operation has to be happen. Like local, yes, it will work, but remote is when you add up authentication details, or if there is any challenge you might face. So my suggestion is, start deploying it. Go through the videos. If work
Or deploying means Hugging Face, mean to say.
Yes,
Hugging
Hugging Face, yes.
Okay, so
local deployment.
You are telling me once I'm now testing locally, I put it in the Hugging Face, then there will be some small integration issues. Yeah, mainly authentic. That's
might be. Just check that out so that we are clear. And
also,
also,
functionality wise, there will not be any issue, right?
Yeah, functionality wise, it shouldn't be. It's all about making sure that you are able to fix different blocks, like whether there is the handover between different phases, like Hugging Face, you are deploying the application, whether it works out as intended. You just have to check that out, and go through the videos for any clarity, and raise the issues in discourse.
So the questions, whatever I asked, mainly for this functions and deployment, it is all covered in 4, 5, and 12.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes.
And my one request is the problem I am not able to attend this is it is clashing all the classes where people are where Jivraj and Hrithik were taking, right? This classes is clashing for me with Gen AI. Okay, that is the main problem. Then once it is either I attend the session or I'm not able to attend, I'm not able to find.
Okay, so it's not a challenge, Kadin. So we don't. I mean, we have these time slots, but all the playlists are available in YouTube. It should be available for you in the YouTube, as well as I think a couple of folks have added the drive where the details are, so you can always watch them offline.
Okay.
12th October videos is not available, sir, on the YouTube.
We already shared it in chat. They check.
This is the problem is watching, right? So you have to spend time and then watch and then do it. Thank you.
I don't know how we can help.
I'll put my case for this extent.
Please scroll up. You can see check the chat.
Yeah. So Karthik, one last thing. I have a couple of few more questions to answer. Walk through that. If you have challenges, raise it in discourse. But we can help you on if you work it out. I mean, we have sessions just to help everyone. Moving to Maya.
Yes, I'm audible.
Karthik, can you stop presenting, please? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So you said that for each of the rounds, you recommend us to create separate GitHub repositories.
For each round, it might be. It's not mandate as in to create. One second, I have to confirm this.
Sir, I think we have to update the existing
For
repo.
I mean, the specific task will be in a specific repo, and then you have to update that repo and refresh the GitHub page. So that's how it happens. It's not individual repo for individual. I mean, individual repo for individual tasks, but for a specific round, it will be the individual repo. One task for one repo for one task.
Okay. And so each brief, right, what we need to do with the app will be given in separate requests, right? So it can be part of the same task, but each update that we need to do, it will be a separate request.
Okay. From can you repeat it again? So there is one task. So round one is generating the application. Round two is
Yes.
update. So the question here is whether those will be two different requests, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
They are two different requests.
Okay, so okay, and you said that in as part of round two, they can ask us to do multiple different things, right? Like in the template, also there are like 3 or 4 different briefs as part
Correct.
of round two. So those are also separate requests, right?
So if you have the briefs, each
Yeah.
brief is a separate request.
Okay, so one request will have only one brief in it.
Yep.
Okay, and also the deadline is 17 till midnight, right?
Correct.
Okay, and one last thing, in the request template that was given at the top of the project page, there is just a
Mm-hmm.
field called task, which has some, sum of sales or whatever. But at the
Correct.
bottom, for the evaluation, it's given as ID.
Mm-hmm.
So which will it be? Is it going to be called task or is it going to be called ID?
It will be task from a development, but I think so the templates basically have from a development perspective, the specific task which you mentioned, that's how the JSON ID comes in. But for the template, you have the same task name under the ID.
Okay. Okay, so because in my code, I'm looking out for the field called task, not a field called ID. So that's okay, right? I'm just going by the request template which is given right in the beginning with the
Okay.
round and the brief.
So okay. So this should be you are looking for task or ID. So which specific
I'm looking for task.
that should be okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. So then,
I mean, to be clear, okay. I think when you run down, I mean, task should be fine, but uh, sure. If there is anything, I'll just keep you posted on this course. I don't. I mean, you from our relation evaluation, we see that still tasks is what we use. So yeah,
okay. Okay, so
shouldn't be
that
a
means
challenge.
each round will have the same task value, right? That value of
Mhm.
task will be the same for
Correct.
each round.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And one last thing, the attachments that you'll send us, right, as the base64 encoded, will it be something small enough that we can directly send to the LLM, or would you suggest that we take only a sample of it and send that?
No, it'll be small enough. I don't think we're looking at large files here.
Okay, so we can send it directly without getting to the token limit or something.
Yes.
Okay.
So may I know
Okay,
what
so
attachments we are talking about?
So okay, I'll can you run down through project one page? There you have different tasks and attachments that are there. So if you see sample ID task template one, there is something called data.csv as attachment. Okay, we have already run out of time. I have 3 more hands raised. I'll go to Hansen. Hansen? Okay. Move on to Ashish.
Sir, I have a query regarding links.
1 second, Ashish. Yes, Hansen. Now you are audible.
Yeah. Okay. Just a small doubt. We have that Google form we have to fill, right?
Correct.
In that it's asked that we have to give the GitHub repo, but I'm using Hugging Face to deploy the application. So my repo is Hugging Face. So is it okay if I just paste the Hugging Face repo URL there?
No, when you say your deployment is Hugging Face, right?
Yeah.
But that will be from a GitHub repo, right?
No, I'm directly deploying it to Hugging Face. And the so Hugging Face basically has a repo in its backend, right? I'm deploying to that.
I'm not sure. Can you raise this in Discord? Maybe I.
So I joined this call because this has been raised 2 times in the discourse, and there has been no response as of yet.
Hi sir,
So
I have
that's
the
why I
same
joined.
question too, because all my files are on Hugging Face, and I haven't uploaded the files to GitHub either. So I think the answer for this is that we can also create a new repo for our files and then share the GitHub repo URL.
I'll take a note of this. Just give me some more time. We just have to confirm with the team and then get back to you on this. I know that you have already raised this in Discourse, right? I'll keep it under high priority.
Yeah.
We'll get this cleared before tomorrow noon.
Would you like to have a screen? Would you like me to screen share and show so that it's clear what I'm asking?
Yeah,
Can
please
just
go ahead.
quickly show how the report
please
is. Yeah. Okay, I'm just presenting my screen now. And
hi Anson, could you please share
this is
the
visible.
could you please share the disclose link that where you have raised, so that I can also.
It's in the project 1 discourse page. I'll share that in the chat.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Because
for the Discourse, in the portal you can see something called chat under each. From the table you can see that in the chat section. Near project 1, P1 assessment, you have something called chat that will directly take you to Discourse page.
Yes, sir. I have used Discourse, but because since so many people will create a thread, right? So I think it is be easy for me to track.
No, I totally understand. That's what I was saying. So in your in the TDS portal, under project section, like in the tools in data science, which is a direct README file. So under README, if you see, there will be something called P1 and chat. So that will take you to specific chats related to GA1, GA2, GA3, P1, GA4, whatever it is.
Okay, so under P1 it will be. I think.
You can find it out, or we can even share it here.
Yeah, sure. So the TDS project 1.
Yes.
Okay, so under TDS project 1, suspension of count. No.
No, under September 2025, tools in data science. If you check the.
Shared in chat.
Yeah, I'll just.
I shared it.
Yeah, it's already shared. Go ahead.
My screen is not visible.
Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so this is what it looks like in Hugging Face. This is how the report looks like.
Understood. No, I get that. We'll get back to you on this specific detail, the Hugging Face repo or the GitHub.
Yeah, cool. All right, thank you.
I'll go with one last question, which is.
I was there.
No, I have only one hand raised, which is Roshan.
No, previously his mic was the problem, so that's why I stopped.
Hansen's mic was not working, so Ashish was in the queue before me, sir. He lowered his hand accidentally.
Okay. Okay, Ashish, yes, go ahead.
Sir, regarding the grading, sir, how will it be, sir? Will it be just full score or no score, or will we have many test cases so that we can pass? Because for me, all it's working perfect. But if you test, if there is some problem, will I get totally zero or totally full
No,
or
we have like
only partial?
subsections. We have subsections. Like whatever items passed, we have like a different set, and we'll. I mean, it's we work through different sets. So rest assured, it's not that we wanted the end result, but however, you'll be given marks based on your submissions.
Okay. Sir, one more thing. This standard, sir, I'm not using the standard which they mentioned because it's not there in the project page. Like the Flask, I'm using Flask, and for deploying also, what would you say the standard thing?
See, okay, Flask, not a problem. I think all tools solve the problem. See, the only thing is with Hugging Face, and we recommend anything to you do with AI pipe is because we have control of. I mean, AI pipe we do have a control, and Hugging Face we have seen deployments in the Hugging Face, and we are able to ensure that we'll be able to test it out. Because one specific incident what I mentioned about previous time is we had certain changes from Gemini and a few other sections where we were not able to. I mean, whenever the students tested for the project, it worked, but after the deadline and during evaluation, it didn't work out. So that was a challenge. I think this time it shouldn't be a challenge as long as you are using. I mean, Flask or Fast API. I don't see. I mean, Fast API is much recent and been used widely, but still Flask can serve the problem as long as your application works. Point number two, focus on a pipe as to generate the tokens and for your LLM.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more thing. Like what happened in last term? Did they get 0 marks who used Gemini? Like for the testing when it didn't work?
We weren't. I mean, we were working on some other kind of evaluation. So
Okay, sir.
So, sir, even if Gemini API fails, you will contact us regarding that, or
you will not be. I mean, when I say Gemini API doesn't count, we may not be. We will have. I mean, that's an unfortunate. That's why we are saying that it's at your own risk. So as long as you go with the standards which we mentioned, you can always point back to us because we mentioned it to you, right? If you are using something else on your hand, it's at your own risk. If there is a change, we may not be able to award you the whole marks. We may be able to award you some marks based on what your submissions are, and that too from a standard evaluation perspective, like both GitHub Repo, whether it has the specific functions. I think that that was a bigger exercise which we did last time. But to avoid the bigger challenges, we recommend to
yes,
have.
sir. So, if that's the case, I have to change the entire code.
I mean, I believe this was mentioned already in during our sessions. A by try to use stick on to that.
Yes, sir.
That's the only purpose which we say. Stick on to what we use as standard. So it's easy for us.
So it depends
Yes, sir.
upon my luck.
I would say one is luck. I would say if still from outside you can make modifications at this last minute. Yeah, I don't think I have an option for you at this point.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you.
Moving to Roshan, last question.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask that my project is like it's working, but then the LLM is producing a partial app. Like it's producing only a HTML page, and then, for example, I tried it with a Markdown to HTML converter app.
Mhm.
It's showing only the Markdown output on the page. It's producing a HTML page which shows only the Markdown.
Mhm.
So it's not a complete app. I tried it with different prompts also. It's not working. So how do I get along with that? Because I initially tried GPT-4 Mini, then I got along with GPT-4. So is it about the model or the prompting?
It's prompting.
Because
No, it's completely on the prompting. So I think it should be on 12th October, where you would have. I mean, the team would have explained you on how we can make sure that the prompts are efficient enough for the
Because the prompts are totally based upon the brief that will be submitted by the IITM request. The LLM needs to fetch the brief from that, and it needs to generate a prompt and accordingly make an app.
Apparently, you will build the prompt for the agents, right? So, be it like what the specific application or how it should act on the application. The brief. So, brief is basically an input. From the brief, what all the things that need to be done, that is something which you would already built as a prompt, right?
Okay, and one more thing, sir, we need to develop a static app or a dynamic app.
Static.
Static
So,
only.
yeah.
Okay. And second question, sir, I wanted to ask, suppose if I'm not able to make it, I'm trying it hard. Suppose if I'm not able to make the app completely functional, but everything else is passing, like it is being deployed on GitHub pages, 200, I'm getting 200, okay. And I'm getting the second request also, and accordingly, it is giving a 200, okay, for the second request also. So, will I get a marks or will it be like 0 or something like that?
No, we don't have like a clarity on how the subsections will work out, but definitely we have like subsections. Like we'll be able to evaluate how much pass through, and then based on that, we'll be able to award you marks. So you will be getting
Okay.
passing marks.
Okay, so it will not be a show or a no show. We
Yeah,
will
yeah,
get
yeah,
some
yeah.
marks.
Oh,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah, I'll close out this session. I know that there are few hands raised.
Sir, one last question, sir. The project form will submit multiple time or only one time?
Only one time. I mean, you can. There is only one time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to shut down. It's already 10:30. Maybe my suggestion is you can raise for further questions. Please raise it in the discourse.
Sir, the G form, that 3 questions, the deadline is what?
17th.
Sir,
Is it like GA submission? Like we have to build the project and then only that form we have to fill, no?
The form will have the web application endpoint and all the details in that form. You have to deploy.
There we
sir,
have to
I
give
have
our AI pipe token also, which
Yes.
is asked in GAs. In the first question, we have to give, no?
See, it will be like a environment variable that you define in the application. So my suggestion is, if you have not gone through the sessions on 4th, 5th, and 12th, please go through that. You have the list provided here in the chat window.
Sir, I have mailed you, but seems like the mail you have given is wrong. I have made delivery subsystem saying that the address not found.
Just one second.
Yeah, I've shared the log files with you, but
Oh, okay. I think I know. Yeah, I have sent it again.
This is what you have sent previously, sir.
I think previously I sent IIT and not IITM.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that's what the mistake is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay then.
Thank
We'll
you.
wind up the session. Yeah. For any further queries, raise it in the discourse.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank
Sir,
you very much.
sir, URL of your API, there we have to give the AI pipe token.
No. This is not AI pipe token. The project is basically to build an application and then provide the endpoint of that application.
So AI pipe token where we have to give, which is asked in GAs.
Which GA?
Every in last GA also it was asking.
No. Can you elaborate on that, please? So, see, if it's a GA, if there is an AI pipe token that is requested, it will be a prompt that is you'll have a window open, and then where you may have to copy the AI pipe token or the specific token which is requested.
So that is not required in the project.
See, project is completely different, Ayushi. My suggestions, go through the project one page and go through the videos on 4th, 5th, and 12th. That will help you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.